Hello guys, welcome to the March vlog, which is my favorite month and it happens to be my birthday. So I hope you've been well and thank you for being patient with my content. It's been quite a while since I uploaded my last video. I think it was on December. You know, we all feel lazy after the holidays, but I've been incredibly busy at the time packaging orders for the holidays and after that, so thank you so much if you order something from my shop or if you just following my work. I was also working on some new item design for the shop update and for the Valentine's Day. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have probably seen them. And currently I'm working on launching a new spring collection, and these two and these two happens to be one of them.
These are figurines. As you can see, it's a cute bunny in a teacup surrounded by a garden of flowers, and both of them has different type of flowers and colors. Spring is my favorite season, as I said, and I wanted to do my best to show the beauty of the flowers blooming and the life that spring season gives to us and to every living being. And I intended to be kind of reminder to whoever purchased this figurine of the nature outside that's so full of life, and I want them to almost smell the fragrance of the breath of spring whenever they look at it. So yeah, this is what I was thinking when I designed them. And actually it took me a lot of hours and days to finish these figurines, which I didn't expect at the beginning. But you know, when you sketch your design on a paper or an iPad, it looks easier versus when you start to actually make it. So all you see here, all the details and the flowers, I handmade them without using any mold. I think they look more realistic this way, although they take more time and effort to make, but it's definitely worth it. One of the flowers that I struggled a bit in making was the marguerite and the tulip one, because it was the first time I made them, and with many trial and error I finally managed to find a good and easy way to make each petal. So each of the marguerite took me around 20 minutes to finish, and sometimes I had to remake flowers when I found them not looking great or the size was bigger than what I wanted it to be. As you can see, all the flowers are kind of the same size, so they all fit together well. So yeah, this piece was really a challenge for me to make, but I'm really glad with the result. This one was a bit easier because I've made this kind of flower before and they don't have a lot of petals. These are poppy flowers, and I added some blueberries, which I think looks lovely with the flower arrangement. Finally, of course, there's one more thing to make the scene come to life, which is the ladybug. I always remember when I used to be little and we go out to the outdoors for a picnic, I would be playing around with the flowers and then a ladybug would fly around and land on me, which used to make me ecstatic, or simply seeing it on a flower also made the experience extra special. So I saw the scene was missing that. So I hope I didn't bore you with all the details so far. Actually, I didn't intend to talk that much, but I thought it would be nice to first introduce you to these pieces and let you know the story behind them, since they mean a lot to me. So yeah, so without further ado, let's start painting these pieces. Using high quality paint from my experience is very important, especially on polymer clay, and it saves you more time when layering. Like for example, instead of adding only 1 or 2 layers, you have to be adding 3 or maybe 4, depending on whether you're using light or dark colors. While with high quality paint, you can see and feel the difference. The pigments are more thick when you apply it, the colors are more vibrant and strong. So yeah, I really advise you to get a good quality paints if you want your art to look more professional. And the beautiful thing about acrylic paint is that they really last long, especially if you make small pieces of art. Mine are like 3 years old and they are still half full. always ask me what kind of paint I use because of the way I paint my pieces. They usually think I use watercolor, but I actually use acrylic paint in all my creations, which I think is the best type to use on polymer clay. Also, you can use chalk pastel to paint on your pieces, which I also use sometimes, but you have to use it before baking your pieces in the oven. Also, some artists use markers. So really it depends on what effect you're looking for or what type of paint you feel comfortable using. But still you can give it the watercolor effect by simply adding more water to the color that you are using and paint on the piece as if you are painting on paper. I know it's kind of difficult painting on clay for the first time, and you will be afraid of ruining your piece maybe. However, don't worry, you can still wipe it off easily by just using nail polish remover. But if you are still worried, you can make a simple shape from clay, for example, and practice drawing on it. Just experiment and see how it goes, and with some practice, you'll definitely get there.
Pack up my summer in a Ziploc bag. Old maps and tchotchkes, photographs said this and that. I'll write myself a letter so that I'll remember all. What if I don't hold on to this red string? Can't retrace my old steps, the songs I used to sing. If the birds all eat my breadcrumbs, how will I know who I was? Call me the sentimental type, nostalgic, but I have to prove that I was here. What if I forget that I was here? I can't forget that I was here. I was here. Boxes on boxes you'd call worthless stuff, but I get a glow each time I go open it up. If memory's a treasure, I'm trying to be a billionaire. I fear I'd fall apart to lose the things that form my heart, that prove that I was here. What if I forget that I was here? I can't forget that I was here. I was here. Ooh. Ooh. Someday all the people that I love will move on. Someday all the places that I love will be gone. someday I might not have my brain to rely upon. Oh, so what happens then? How will I go back to when I was here? What if I forget that I was here? I can't forget that I was here. I was here. I was here. I was here. I was here.
First, I didn't know what to draw and paint on the cup. The first thing that came to my mind is the one that we usually see when we buy a teacup, like vintage flower designs and maybe some shapes or simply plain colors on the cup. And I decided to go with a simple, straight, colorful lines because I wanted the focus to be more on the bunny and the flowers that surrounded it. And the color that I chose for the cup already exists in the piece, like in the flowers, for example. So they are made to match with each other. This is how I add my signature to all my figurines and charms by using a paintbrush. I really want to upgrade that though because it's time consuming, so I'm thinking of designing a new design since I saw a lot of custom clay stamp shop on Etsy, and so I'm thinking of maybe making one there. It's been on my mind for so long, so hopefully I found the time to design one soon. Finally, they're done. I'm really in love of how they turned out to be. They really took me a lot of time to make, which I think doesn't show in the video, but I tried as hard as I can to show you all the process of making these figurines. I hope you enjoy it, and if you made it to the end, I hope you learned something useful. So if you made it so far, that means you like the content, so don't forget to hit the like button, and if you are interested of seeing more videos, you can hit the subscribe button. So thanks again for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!